Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. So, I went out and shot a frozen turkey today.
Well, it's about frozen stiff.
That's cold and the wind is
howling.
Yeah. We usually don't have real strong winds up here because the forest, the forest and mountains usually block everything, but and when I was getting stuff out of the back seat of the car, in
Canada, the winds are.
Oh, that's where they're coming from?
Yes.
I put my hand down on the seat and there was a piece of glass. And yeah.
Where? In a car?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have.
But anyway,
I wonder what that came out of.
Who knows? So.
Did you get it out the sliver though?
I think so.
I hope so.
Anyway, I don't really have anything to say.
Just it's cold.
The thing is, I actually like the cold, but I need to find gloves because the fingers like freeze up like pretty fast, but they're in there. The hoodie, it's like that microfiber or something, so even though it's like really thin, it's actually pretty warm. And then I wear the coat over it, and the coat is like really warm. It's nice and padded.
But you go to Walmart and there's a lot of women's gloves and not a lot of men's.
Well, and we went into town the other day, and I went and looked for the camo gloves. I didn't see any.
Oh.
So.
Well, everybody's buying the camo stuff, honey.
No. So, but I mean, I have a pair of gloves somewhere, but who knows where they're at. But lucky, don't scratch, baby. So.
He says, why not?
Daddy got you, huh?
Yes.
Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Then you say hi. But
These darn people grab me up.
So we won't get another food basket this coming week, which is okay because we only have a week left in the month. But I saw a news story about people giving up their citizenship. It's at a record rate. A record number of people are leaving. And another thing is more and more people, more and more refugees are not trying to get into the United States like they used to, but are trying to get into other countries, including Russia of all places, which I think would be very cold. The only country I can think of that would be easy for me to immigrate to, I really wouldn't be immigrating because I would just be regaining my citizenship. That would be Spain. But then my wife might not even want to move
Canada.
there. Yeah, Canada's.
You have relatives there.
Yeah, because my dad was Canadian, so I can, get in pretty easy. Plus, like my wife just said, I have relatives there. But if I were to move, I'd rather. I couldn't handle moving to Canada. I don't like the Crown, and so yeah, Spain we have a Crown too, and yes, it's actually the same family, but it's not the same people. It's the Bourgogne dynasty. But I don't speak Spanish anymore. I haven't spoken Spanish since I was a teenager.
¿No comprendo español?
I mean, yeah, I know,
That's me about what you do.
Yeah, I know poquito. I know a little bit, but not enough to.
Just enough to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Like some people say.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I'd say punto to the wrong person and get my, you know what, beat.
What does punto mean?
A very crude form of saying somebody's rear end.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. But
Well, some of them, I'm sure, are puntos too.
yeah.
Really.
But you know, I would rather live in Spain than Canada, but
It's a little bit warmer.
yeah, definitely. And we could move back to my hometown,
Cadiz?
Cadiz, and oh my, that would be. People would be looking at me like, you look familiar. Do I know you? I say, maybe when I was a baby, but you might have known my dad. Or my mom. They're like, oh yeah, you live right down there. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, oh wow, welcome home. Because that's one place I would actually, you know, and there are two places in this world that feel like, well, three places, still two places. Here in New Carey in Spain are the two places that feel like home. Okinawa would be third, but Okinawa I wouldn't really feel like I was home. It was just a really wonderful place to live, and things have changed dramatically since I lived there. It's gone from third world to first world, and the population has increased 1,000,000-fold.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah. Where there used to be just fields, there are ports and storage buildings, you know, and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't want to live around that. But you see, we could take the ship from the coast, like probably in Boston, which we would never drive in Boston though, and get on the ship, and it would dock in Cadiz, and we would just stay there. It's 25 degrees Fahrenheit, folks. Anyway, wouldn't that be interesting though? Because I have run across people who, well, I've run across one person that says, hey, I remember you. And it was from Spain. I'm like, oh wow, far out. You know, so
you were a little termite back then.
yeah, yeah. I tried to contact that guy, but no, I forget where he said he was living. North Carolina maybe, or South Carolina, I don't remember, but you know, I mean, a lot of the people we knew are probably long gone. Colonel Serrano is probably passed on. If not, he's at least long retired. San Jose, you know, would have been my dad or my mom's age, maybe a little older, so he's either retired or passed away. Oh gosh, to remember the names of everybody would be impossible. And since I lost all that stuff in the fire, you know, if I still had that stuff, I could find names. I could even find the addresses. I had the address for the two places we lived in. And we had two different flats. One, the back looked out over a bull ring, and the other looked over a football pitch. I'm not into the bullfighting, although I did get to go see El Cordoba.
But it's kind of funny when the bull decides to chase the matador.
Yeah.
It's like, ha ha, bull, I got you.
Yeah.
I turned the tables on you.
Yeah.
You know how they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and last I heard, El Cordoba's still alive, but he's in
not in good shape.
well, he's in seclusion. He, for the anniversary, no, because the 50th anniversary of his earning $1 million would have been next year, or this year or next year.
But he's hiding out.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, he's like in his 80s or 90s now. And I never knew him. My parents never knew him. We just got to go see him. fight a bull, if you want to call that fighting a bull. For those who don't know about bullfighting, it's nasty.
Well, bulls do kind of fight back. They've got horns.
Yeah, but there's a whole process before it gets to the matador. You have the picador, and there's the guy with the spear that spears the bull. There's the picador. Is it the picador that does the... Anyway, they're like little spears with things on them, and there are two of them, and you throw them into the backside of the bull.
Oh, the kind of like sticks that have like flags, things sticking out of them.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of it is taunting the bull,
aggravating him.
Yeah, and you know, one of my favorite stories growing up, of course, was it had to do with a bull. A bullfighting bull, although the bull, was it Fernando? Anyway, the bull didn't want to be a fighting bull. The guy who goes around and looks for bulls that would be good in the bull ring, and he goes to this one farm, and he's looking around, you know, he's like, oh yeah, okay, well, you know, whatever. And then this one bull, he sits down on a bee, and he goes crazy, and the old boy's like, I want him.
Well, you sit down on a bee and see what you do.
Mm-hmm. And the guy who owned him said, no, you don't want him. Oh, yes, I do. So he buys him, takes him to the first bullfight, sits down in the middle of the ring on his butt. It just sits there, and everybody throws the roses, you know. Not to the matador, but to the bull. So
he probably eats them.
Yeah, he was enjoying that, but
tasty.
So, you know, I still have, well, ouch. The housekeeper did a lot of work in here, so I don't know where it is right now, but I still have a Spanish, there it is, right there, a leather-bound Spanish language edition of Don Quixote. And I'm not from La Mancha. Okay, La Mancha is another part of Spain. I am from Andalusia.
You're not the man from La Mancha?
No.
Why not?
So, but if we went, I'd want to show my wife all over Spain.
Just eliminate all the mosquitoes first. I don't want my kissing cousins buzzing around my ears.
So, anyway, folks, I think that may still have a little sliver in there.
Well, you're not supposed to play with the glass, silly.
So, anyway, so it's 25 degrees Fahrenheit. I seriously doubt it's going to warm up a whole lot again this winter. Hopefully the wind will die down. When it's cold, there should be snow.
Hush.
But there's no snow out there. Actually, what snow was out there melted. It didn't take long for it to melt either. It wasn't that much. But in the grass, in the shady areas, there's still ice. Not much of it, but there's some.
A little crunchy.
Yeah. So, and you see that hat right there? It's up on its backside, but that is what the Guardia Civil used to wear in España. My understanding is they only wear that for ceremony today. It's a patent leather hat. We call them something to the effect of pig testicles. It was derogatory for a reason. Yeah. And if you would have said that in front of them, they would have shot you. Or beat you up or something like that.
It would have been a bad...
It would have been bad, yeah.
Ending.
Yeah, very bad. But, you notice I don't have a Spanish flag in here. I have an Irish flag, and,
we have a cat chasing a toy bird.
Yeah. But, I used to have a cloth Spanish flag, the old Spanish flag, not the current one, the fascist flag, which I wouldn't fly now. I mean, I had that because, you know, it's the flag that I had. I'd love to get a new flag, but, you know, that's not in the cards right now. And,
we don't need one right now.
No. Can I have that? Where did we do? Get this at Walgreens?
I don't think so. And John just loves it to death.
Mm-hmm. He thinks he can take on a crow, a pigeon or a crow. There are several, especially crows, there's several times that say crows are very intelligent birds. I don't know about pigeons, they're rats with wings.
They're kind of dumb.
Yeah.
They're like,
when was it today? I was walking Lucky, and on one of the trees out back where the leaves are gone, and the only things that are only trees with leaves right now are the evergreens. And if you actually go out there and look, you'll realize that most of the trees are hardwoods, not evergreens. So, but there is this crow just sitting there on a branch. The wind's blowing, and he's just sitting there. It's like, wow, but like I said, they're smart birds, and they look powerful. They look strong.
Probably wasn't very comfortable though.
Yeah.
That cold wind ruffling his feathers.
Yeah. So.
Probably like, ooh.
When we go to the pharmacy, I'm gonna see if the pharmacist will have a bottle that's a little narrower than this, because I want to make a filter. I could do it with this, but what you do is you need 2 bottle caps, but this says codes on it, so I give that to my wife. But you take this, you put holes in it.
You can put holes on it in it after I get the codes.
Okay. You take the bottom out of this. You put one of these in the bottom with holes in it, and one on the top with holes in it. And in between, you have cotton balls. And it's a very slow process, but you pour water up here. You put this on top of your water bottle or canteen, and the water will drain through, and it'll filter it. Especially if it's dirty water, it'll filter it out. If you put charcoal in there, activated charcoal, that might even help. That might help even more. I don't know if activated charcoal will help a whole lot with clearing the water, but it will help get rid of some of the germs that might be in there. But this would be like extreme emergencies, because you would get very little water at a time. But we don't have much brackish water up here. We have a lot of moving water, so. But you don't want to fall into the water when it's this cold, so you have to be careful.
In the winter, you have a lot of frozen water.
Mm-hmm. I think we didn't go by the town pond, but it's probably frozen over.
We're getting there.
Yeah. So, yeah, there'll be ice fishing before too much longer. But over there at what's that university, that college?
Huh?
The college?
Franklin Pierce.
Franklin Pierce, they're right on a big lake.
Oh, guess who I just added? Where are those guys from?
Where?
Catania, Italy.
Oh.
Catania?
I don't know. They had shacks, ice, fishing shacks out on the lake last year. But last year wasn't the coldest in the world. But anyway, this video is almost 20 minutes long, and I've just been jabbering along.
It's on the east coast of Sicily,
Oh.
facing the Ionian Sea, between Messina and Syracuse.
So if you have any suggestions for prank calls, let me know. Thank you.